here that's dumped off completely is DERM. Sorry, let me just share the live link here with people as well, the public chat. In a second. So DERM has sold off quite a bit. This stock is down over 60%. So they had a failed study that came out, and look at the gap on this thing. It's gapped down basically from 23 or $25 where it was. Yesterday it closed at over $25, and today it opened up at $4.82 at the low. $4.80 maybe. And since then it's been attempting to bring back a little bit from what it's lost, but it's a huge way down. So we have a $10 mark here that's going to be important. We're going to be looking at those whole numbers on 10 bucks, and then we have a 950 here. That price has been holding as a top. So I'd love to see a long play on DRM. So it's so overextended to the downside. I'd love to see a long play where we're curling up against 950 and possibly breaking through. And depending on how the order flow is stacked up and how the sellers are stacked up, we might see this thing spike up to 12 bucks, 13 bucks, 14 bucks before slowly continuing down for the rest of the day. That's usually the type of thing that we'll see on these big gap down moves. And if not, we do get that caterpillar fade for the rest of the day straight off the open, which is no entry for us. So there you go, guys. That's what I'm looking at. Other stocks are moving, but for the most part, those four are the main watch. I did share that inside of the live trading calls channel as well. All right, let's start going live here. For on YouTube. RM. Okay, and also if you guys haven't signed up yet, the webinar, the training webinar link is up in the public webinars channel for the registration for the webinar for next Friday, or this Friday I should say, sorry, at 2 p.m. Okay, so we've got about a few minutes to the open. I'm just going to go through and make sure that we're not missing anything right now. The market is starting to pick up. There's a lot of action. So we're going to try and do our best and pick the right stocks. Alright guys, just give me a sound check here. Just let me know in the live day trading room if you can hear me. Okay, thanks. Probably should have done that before I did the review, but... Okay, I'm watching, looking for opportunities here to pop up. CLSD, one of the biggest up gappers that we've seen in quite some time, so... Low float history of popping and sell-off. Oh, INNT. Oh yeah. Volume super low on this one. Only with 31,000 in volume. Need more than that. We've got CLSD and the rest of them in the 100,000s. CLSD. Definitely a main watch here, guys. CLSD might be a really crowded trade today, meaning traders have been starved for the most part. And so now that this is available, it could be really difficult to trade. Yeah, DERM. Just looking at 950 and $10 as two important levels. Big LVN at 950. Okay, really excited for today. Really happy the volume is back. 2 minutes to the open. So like we said in the pre-market session, CLSD, ECYT, ONTX. About a minute to the open now. Twenty seconds. And good luck everyone. Ding, ding, ding. ONTX. There goes CLSD. Making a move. It's very spready right now. I'd recommend just waiting until this one calms down. I'm not going to be trading this immediately. And despite all the movement here,
Dow down 105 after the open, S&P down 11.
yeah, I'm watching DRM as well. DRM is also, oh, it's tightening up a little bit, but it can be pretty spready. I'll wait for that direction there to be tested on DERM. It's hyperextended to the downside. And CLSD attempting a move higher here. These are large range movers right now. And CLSD breaking down. There it goes. No signal to get in yet. ONTX making a move towards 150. Hard to trade ONTX a $1 stock when all these other ones have so much more potential for range expansion. It is on short sell restriction right now. DERM. And CLSD with a fake out breakout above the previous high at 1322.
YY, Yankee Yankee, popping to the high ahead of earnings. That's YY.
CVRS just selling off straight from the open. VCEL is another stock that's popping right now. It's up 12% today. And DRM, if it breaks under the lows, it could be a big move to the downside, but it's on SSR,
PRM, Blue
short sell
Apron
restriction,
shares,
so be careful with
just
that one.
off the lows now, 261. Alpha Papa Romeo November down about 4% as Walmart report that Walmart will be offering prepared meals at many of its locations.
And ECYT with a possible breakdown as well.
That's Alpha Papa Romeo November now at 262.
VCEL popping up over $10. Very bullish stock though, VCEL. Careful with that one. And DRM double bottoming. Taking people for a ride. Really as expected, I mean. A little crowded. ECYT with a bull flag against 640. No line in the sand. 650 is where the line of sand is, as we know. And VCL. Oh, it's a 5-cent ticker? No. It is, yeah. VCL is a 5-cent ticker. That sucks. ECYT. ONTX breaking down as well. Under the open. If you guys are watching us on YouTube, join us in our free Discord channel. ActiveTraders.chat. We also have a webinar coming up this Friday. You can see the sign up for that webinar. Technical analysis for beginners. You can see that information in the description of the YouTube video. And VCL just floating up on air. DRM sideways right now. Curling up for a possible attempt at $10. SQ, nice. I love Square. I love me some Square. Strong on Square.
Coming up at 9:45, the market services composite PMI for February. 55.9 is the consensus.
DRM curling for something. I don't see it yet. Ultimately, I'd love to hold ECYT against 650. Yeah, really nice ideal scenario. Here we go. ECYT heading up to test 650. Didn't really make it there, but it's curling up. And CLSD, super crowded trade right now. And CLSD continuing to sell off. No real entry opportunity on CLSD. We had that spike up and then spike down. Possibly leveled, yeah. I'm weary of 650. And I'm also weary of these guys right here that removed their orders from 650. That tells me they could be planning to move in at a higher price. ONTX. Bit of a dead cat bounce right now on ONTX. Yeah, I'm watching DRM too, but it's on SSR, short sale restriction.
$55.9 on the market services PMI. That's in line with estimate.
CVRS is interesting. Doesn't have much range.
Coming up at 10, the ISM non-manufacturing PMI for February, 58.9 expected.
CVRS could be breaking to the downside as well. ECYT here going for a bull move. I want to see the reaction at 650. And can play a nice...
So say good night to the bad guy.
There goes ECYT attempting a break over 650.
INNT, Innovate Biopharma, halted on a circuit breaker at 1336.
There goes ECYT. ECYT breaking above 650. Yesterday's high of day on ECYT, $6.70. TENX also spiking up.
Mexico's economy minister says Mexico should be excluded from proposed U.S. tariffs on steel and aluminum, says it's the wrong way to incentivize the creation of new and modern NAFTA.
And buying pressure coming in, very similar to Friday's buying pressure. Sort of on an unlimited supply of buyers on ECYT. 670 being yesterday's pre-market high. Sorry, yesterday's high of day.
This weighted companion cube will accompany you through the test chamber. Please take care of it. The symptoms most commonly produced by enrichment center testing are superstition, perceiving inanimate objects as alive, and hallucinations. The enrichment center reminds you that the weighted companion cube will never threaten to stab you and, in fact, cannot speak.
INNT, Innovate shares resume trading at a high of 1367, now at 1279. That's India, November Tango.
CVRS continuing lower. ECYT, a lot of sellers at 660 there. They're defending 660. We're still within the trend line, so a breakdown under 58 here on ECYT will give us a nice spike. I'm weary of ECYT. I just don't trust it at the moment, but totally a logical trade for a lot of people. And CLSD looking like it wants to continue breaking down without any reasonable pullback. I'd love to see a pullback towards the VWAP on CLSD, but this thing spiked up, broke over the pre-market high, and then broke back under in an instant, never looking back. Here we go, ECYT opportunity to break under. Let's see if it'll do it. There was no absorption there, but
EIS Disney,
they could continue pushing.
Variety reporting that ABC's telecast of the 2018 Oscars on Sunday drew an 18.9% overnight rating, down about 16% versus last year.
At 650 again, ECYT, obviously this is our big DP. 47 is also a DP, but
INNT shares continuing to spike here
just
now,
keep it at 650.
45% at 1388.
TRXC is another stock that's spiking. Relatively lower volume though, however. And CVRS I'm short from 116. $58.5 for the non-manufacturing PMI. 58.5. The estimate was 58.9. And for those of you that are just joining us here on YouTube, this is the Active Traders .chat community.
9.5.
We're a growing community. We've got
CMTL Comtech awarded 3.
we've got a public chat here that's available to anyone that, with the link. You can just click on the link in the chat of the YouTube stream, or you can head over to the description of the YouTube stream and you'll find the link to Discord. You can join us in the community here. We have in the members area, we have access to the live day trading room inside of Discord, live trading calls inside of Discord. We give you access to the members area on the website that has daily trade recaps, hours of training webinars, and a great place to learn how to be a trader. The goal of ActiveTraders.chat is to gather as many like-minded traders as possible and work together to beat the market, to have better eyes on the market, make better decisions, and also work on our strategy, our methodology, and expand ourselves and grow ourselves as traders. We welcome traders of all experience levels. Even if you're just interested in trading, join us on Discord. And what else? So we have a public webinar coming up. Pretty excited about that. We have a webinar coming up on Friday, this Friday, and the link to this to register for this webinar is in the webinars channel, public webinars channel on Discord, or you can look in the description of the YouTube video here, and you'll get access to the webinar on Friday. So join us for that. It's technical analysis for beginners. It's on at 2 p.m. on March 9 Eastern time. A lot of stuff to announce there. And CLSD make me pretty sad here that didn't really give us an opportunity to get in short. But what are you going to do? The live stream here on YouTube is delayed. And there's an HD full screen version for our members at Active Traders. Yeah, ECYT with an opportunity for a double top there. Remember, ECYT is a bull breakout stock on the higher time frame. And DERM just moving completely sideways here after a massive, massive over 60% gap down in the pre-market session. Stakeholders, shareholders must be pooping their pants over at DERM. Here we go, DRM with an opportunity to break out towards $10. That's what I wanted to see. How does it react at $10? Or does it even make it to $10? Yeah, DRM is on some kind of a move right now. Really difficult to tell. Oh man, look at it! Look at that! What happens when I scroll out? Look at that! It's wild. I don't even know what that means. Institutional buyers waiting, I guess, to buy up at the lows. Under 850 is what they're betting on. DRM with the strength play right now. Here goes the break towards 10. And CLSD coming back here towards that $12 mark, volume weighted average price. Watching CLSD. $11.86. Watching DRM. Both getting a pop right now. Oh, and TX not enough range for me. Margin, yeah. You guys watching the YouTube stream have any questions? Drop them in the YouTube chat or join us on Discord. Always, always available for a chat. And CLSD here, pulling back a little bit. Looking like it wants to get up and test that volume weighted average price just under $12. And DCYT curling down. Still holding above the VWAP. I would love to see just an expansion towards 1250 and then failure to hold over 1250 over 12. That would be ideal here for a full day hold. The downside on CLSD. Thing about the daily on CVRS, the trade that I'm in right now, is that it's not really extended in any way. It's also moving very, very slowly. But we are in the green. It's entries at 116 on CVRS. Here we go. CVRS attempting to extend downward towards my target. Let's see if it'll make it. ECYT selling off. Very spready on CLSD, 20-cent spread. Yeah, looks like DRM selling off a bit as well. Still, everything really within relatively tight ranges. Relatively tight. Sort of what a crowded trade looks like when you have a lot of buyers and a lot of sellers trading the same stock. It's really not going to move that much unless there's a very, very, very strong bias. But I'm happy. I'm not complaining. I'm happy about the return of volume, volatility range to the small cap market. Again, if you guys haven't signed up yet, we have a technical analysis for beginners trading webinar this Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern time. You can find the link for that in our public webinars channel in Discord or under the YouTube livestream link. The description of the YouTube livestream. And if you're watching us on YouTube, join us on Discord. I've also had people message me saying they don't know what Discord is. So Discord's a chat room that we use for our community.
kind of a powerful, intimate situation.
What was intimate?
Just now, we sharing the flame. I mean, that was intimate.
You say so.
Oh, come on now. You know what I'm talking about. I mean, our hands almost touched. I looked at you and you lifted your head up slowly, and our eyes met. It was intense and it was intimate.
ECYT breaking back to 650. CLSD breaking down very slowly. Slow and steady.
It'll be all right. What would you say if I said yes?
CLSD under the day's lows. Just about. Yeah, it's under. Could see an acceleration to the downside on CLSD. Patience is super, super important here. It's definitely a slower day. It had the potential of having massive range moves because of the pre-market, but I think it'll come in the afternoon today. We still have a lot of action. It's just not relatively not large ranges. CLSD was a really good mover. Didn't really give an opportunity to get in the morning, and neither did OTNX. DRM's just been sideways.
WTW, hearing an upgrade at Sidoti.
I'd
On
love
Weight
to see a
Watchers,
push,
Whiskey
another
Tango
push on
Whiskey.
CLSD in the afternoon.
There's a Weight Watchers hit a high of 62.65. That's Whiskey Tango Whiskey. AOBC and RGR, FBI NICS data just released show February gun background checks rose 4.4% year over year, 14.9% sequentially after several months of year over year declines. That's Alpha Oscar Bravo Charlie shows moving on that. Hit a high of 1025 earlier, and RGR hit a high of 4920 on that data release.
And I'm still in that CVRS trade, short from 116.
BG Bunch, Bravo Golf, and some activist chatter on Bravo Golf. Unconfirmed now, circulating in chat rooms.
Here we go, a move on CLSD right now.
Energy getting a pop to the high 1140 as the CEO buying 90,000 at $10.63. That's Foxtrot Echo Tango.
CLSD up against the 50 moving average, 50 exponential moving average. Up against the previous lows here at 1082 and a previous push at 111 at 1111. Still very bearish here on CLSD. I'd love to see it move towards 70, 68. Here we go, ECYT back up against 670. Touching yesterday's high of day.
Shares of Weight Watchers hit a high of 63.25 now after that upgrade at Sidoti. Whiskey Tango Whiskey. Shares of Netflix popping to the high now, 305.69. Another all-time high for Netflix, up about 1.5% today. November Foxtrot Lima X-ray.
Okay, and I'm watching ECYT here as it hit yesterday's high of day, touched it, and now a little bit of a pullback. Bullish overall move, absolutely. We are over some very key technical levels on the daily, and buyers are going to be looking to buy this thing up for that expansion move that has yet to come. I think it still has another leg or two on ECYT, unless it can't break over yesterday's high of day, at which point this thing will continue to sell off. I'm in the CVRS trade still, short from 116. I've posted where I want to take profits in the live trading calls room.
INNT, Innovate, another spike now to the high and halted on a circuit breaker at 1651 on heavy volume. That's India, November Tango.
Big spike on INT. Definitely another stock that we can watch. Halted. INT is not shortable at all. Yeah, DERM back to 950, yep.
QCOM, Qualcomm, says Broadcom's claims that the CFI US inquiry was a surprise to them has no basis in fact. Qualcomm says Broadcom has been interacting with CFI US for weeks and made 2 written submissions to CFI US. That's Quebec Charlie Oscar Michael, Alpha Victor, Golf Oscar. Shares of Qualcomm ticking higher now, 64.26. Hit a low of 62.10 in the pre-market following the initial information released on that CFI US action.
Yeah, Square. Oh man. I really like Square as a company. But yeah, they're reaching that $50 mark again. That's quite a long time ago that they failed to reach that $50 mark and then broke under. Second time's a charm maybe for those guys. Alright guys, if you haven't yet signed up, you need to sign up for our webinar this Friday, March 9th at 2 p.m. We have limited spots available for the webinar. And you can find this webinar, the link to this webinar, in our public webinars channel on Discord. It's also in the description of the YouTube video that you may or may not be watching right now. I guess if you're listening to me, you are watching it. Technical Analysis for Beginners is the webinar. And INT resumed, continuing higher. Very spready on INT. Wow, almost a dollar spread on INT there for a moment. And DRM curling up for a possible explosion over 954. Could see it expand to $10. Here it goes. Don't mess with Nightbot, Tommy. I'll fix that. I don't know what that's about. That's weird. Okay, yeah, I'll fix that on Nightbot right now. Yeah, integration with Bitcoin, yeah, that'll do it. CLSD under 1080 could be nice, but it's already. I'd love a pullback to the VWAP. Another shot there. There you go, Tommy. I fixed it. I think. Nice. INT continuing higher. Very spready. Not trading this one. Not a chance. Watching Square for that push to 50. Oh, look at that. Touched an old LVN that we had there at 49.55. $49.50, I guess. Huh. Fake out breakdown there on Square. Wow, there it goes. Just getting bought up, straight up. This stock is starting to be very dangerous. Oh, that's, look at that. Yeah, definitely a dangerous play. Great swing trade though, or a long-term investment. Always been a fan of Square. Yeah, everyone's looking to play this right now. Here we go. Breakout over 49.50. The swings will be wild, up between 50 and 49.50 and 50. Here it goes. Going for those all-time highs near $50. It's at it right now. It's breaking over. New all-time highs at 70 on Square. A lot of people selling their positions at the all-time highs, saying, you know what, that's it for me. That's going to happen. That's going to create that sideways action. A lot of people thinking that a break over could be a really 50 could be a huge support level if it breaks and holds over. But we're seeing that sideways action right now. Yeah, failure to go over 70 on ECYT. It's creating lower highs though, so or higher lows, I should say. But it's getting there. And here we go, a possible head and shoulders, possible flag breakout on square. You just don't know what it's going to be. Here we go. Should see a nice pop if it breaks. There we go. Should be a nice pop up to 50 now. Yeah, look at that. This very non-directional right now. Nice, Tommy. Wow, yeah, had a big run today, Square.
MSFT, Microsoft, Michael Sandy Foxtrot Tango Stats says extends multi-year agreement to provide sports data information for Microsoft. That's Michael Sandy
Change it to
Foxtrot
a new
Tango.
body. And he's still the same, I guess, sorta. But does growing up just change your body? Or also your soul?
DERM, Demira. Mizuho downgrading Demira to neutral, lowered price target to 9 from 39, based solely on DC evaluation. We no longer view a takeout as likely after the company's key program in acne failed in late-stage trials. That from Mizuho on Delta Echo Romeo Michael.
Alright, let's see if Square actually ends up getting up over 50 bucks or not. Definitely be interesting to watch. And CLSD here heading for new lows on the day.
U.S. trade panel to continue probe of imported welded pipe from Canada, China, Greece, India, South Korea, and Turkey.
A lot of sellers at 50. Here we go. Squares run to 50.
I don't get my own milkshake.
Oh, it's one milkshake. 2 straws. That's what makes it special.
But I'm so hungry.
Yeah, later. You did.
I'm gonna get more shake here. Hold on.
Dangerous pattern to sell off into on square. Yeah, there it goes, huh? Patiently waiting and watching. Sometimes this is what trading's like. People think, you know, it's yell, 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 swear, make a ton of money all the time, 24/7. So much excitement, but it's not. It's
Now,
majority of the time it's actually really boring.
response from Qualcomm to the Broadcom statement.
Challenge of the mind.
Qualcomm says Broadcom's response to the order from Committee on Foreign Investment in the U.S., or CFIUS, is a continuation of now familiar pattern of deliberately seeking to mislead shareholders and general public by using rhetoric rather than substance to trivialize and ignore serious regulatory and national security issues. Says in compliance with CFIUS order, Qualcomm will delay its annual meeting of stockholders and election of directors for at least 30 days so that CFIUS can fully investigate Broadcom's proposal to acquire Qualcomm. INNT Innovate Biopharma shares hitting a high of 1880. now at 16.98.
Square threatening 49.50 again. Testing the previous high, previous all-time high. See if it continues breaking down. $13.5 million shares traded on Square so far.
PYPL, PayPal files for patent for expedited cryptocurrency transaction system.
Ooh, PayPal
that's
cryptocurrency
been,
patent.
circulated by traders from Bitcoin.com. That's Papa Yankee, Papa Lima, PayPal.
PayPal's about to explode right now. See if it rips here on news.
Shares of PayPal ticking higher now, 78.62, down 26 cents on the day. That's Papa Yankee, Papa Lima. Report from Bitcoin.com says PayPal filing for expedited cryptocurrency transaction system.
Yeah, honestly, I'm surprised PayPal doesn't have cryptocurrency system already. Pretty weak. No spike on PayPal. That's you can't just trade off of news. Gives you a hint towards what to watch though.
Article says we should not, however, expect a PayPal Lightning Network or anything close to that anytime soon. Says the filing just related to the global race to file patents for everything crypto or blockchain related. And shares of PayPal at the initial move up, now ticking lower, 78.24, Papa Yankee, Papa Lima. World Health Organization says South Africa's listeria outbreak is the largest ever recorded globally.
Okay, still waiting here for CVRS to play out a little more. I'm in a trade from 116 short. And really just waiting for this thing to play out. And square testing 50 a couple times there. DRM selling off a bit. Relatively sideways though for a stock that was down over 60%, I believe. Actually more than that. It was at $25 and it opened up, where did it open up? It opened up around $7. Wild.
IEA's Burrow says expects U.S. oil export capacity to double over the next 5 years. Says if oil prices rise above $60, may need to revise upwards long-term forecast for U.S. shale oil production. Crude popping to the high 62.46. IEA's Burrow says expects China oil imports to hit 10 million barrels per day by 2023.
This is that once in a lifetime.
Letter P, Pandora. Weekly $4 call at the ask at 60 cents on letter P, Pandora.
CVRS curling up a little bit against me.
IEA's Burrell says sees no signs of peak oil demand through 2023. CLSN, Celsius insider buy by the CEO 7,500 at $2.38. That's in a Form 4 filing for Charlie Lima Sandy November. IEA's Burrow says expects U.S. shale oil output to continue to rise regardless of OPEC policies.
All right. Well, it looks like the lunchtime lull came by a little earlier than anticipated. And the majority of stocks, as you can see, they're just moving sideways. Sideways, sideways, sideways. It's definitely an ongoing trend here. So I'm going to come back in the afternoon session and hopefully we've got some of these stocks setting up. If they are setting up for possible moves, something that we're talking about in the pre-market session, in the pre-market review with members in our members Discord area, then I'll come back and I'll throw the stream up again and we can continue. But yeah, I'm still inside of a trade here on CVRS, short from 116. I've got targets below, so I'm just going to be waiting for those targets to get hit. If they don't get hit, whatever. I've managed my risk correctly and I've entered correctly, and the rest is up to the trading gods. Alright guys, I will see you guys later, hopefully, if we do get more setups, and if not, please don't forget to sign up to the Friday's webinar. There's limited spots available for Friday's webinar. Technical analysis for beginners. The link to this is inside of the public webinars channel. The public channel is there on Discord. And it's also in the description of the YouTube video. So register for that event, for this webinar. And yeah, I'll hopefully see you guys in a little bit later today. All right, take care.